And good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. I have got a beautiful week of weather coming to you. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment. On our show today, Bert Moldow is here today, and of course he is with Third Mutual. He's going to give us some updates on what's going on with them, including a meeting they had last week. They had a special open meeting. It was really to go over some unfinished business. From 7-Day Dental, we have got Dr. Chuck Lee and Dr. Christine Chung here today. I'm going to talk mainly about prevention, good oral care at home, and always important, and they'll go over kind of the steps you need to do. A couple ladies from the Garden Club, they're going to bring some beautiful flowers for us to see. Not only do they have a meeting coming up, and that one's just in a couple days, but their annual garden fair is coming up next month. We're going to tell you about both of those, and then if we have time, we'll bring a segment from Breastlake. Now, as far as meetings go today, there's one that's kind of combined because there's the meeting and the tour. And then that's the Third Architectural Control and Standards Committee. They first meet in the Sycamore Room at 9:30, and then they have the tour that follows scheduled to be at 11:30. Finally, United Governing Documents Review Committee, another long title, in the Sycamore Room at 2 o'clock. Those are your two meetings for today. Just a reminder, by the way, if you're interested in joining either United or GRF board, for GRF, you need to get applications in by Wednesday at noon. That term, by the way, goes all the way until November 2020, so that's a fairly long term to fulfill. The United term is only up until October, and that you need to get in your applications by Friday, March 30th, so there you go. Now, the beautiful weather after, man, we've had like 2 or 3 weeks of on and off rain and relatively cool weather. This week, it is going to be absolutely beautiful out. Most days we might get a little bit of that overcast marine layer in the morning, then it's going to give way to sunshine, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful. The warmest day probably on Thursday, but you can see we're going to slowly go up and up and up, and just absolutely gorgeous weather. By the way, today and tomorrow there could be some offshore winds. Most of the warnings for that are north of us, North LA County, Ventura, and those areas. But we could get a little breezy as we get into later in the day, although none of the warnings are up for Orange County. As we get to Friday, Friday night probably we'll start to see some clouds coming in. And next week, and although it'll be relatively mild, we'll probably be in the low 70s, maybe around 68 or something for next weekend. It should be partly cloudy as it stands right now. But overall, just an absolutely beautiful week. Now, let's look around the county and beyond today, and you can see nice clear weather. It's going to be beautiful out there, especially because we're going to have those slight offshore winds, and just gorgeous everywhere, pretty much in the low 70s. Beaches will average about 66 degrees, as will San Diego, about 67. Big Bear, 40 degrees. For you skiers and snowboarders, next few days are the ones to get up there, because you're going to have easy driving. This last week they did get a little dusting of snow, so it's going to be beautiful up there. And it's cold enough overnight they can keep making snow. So going out there or Palm Springs, either one is going to be gorgeous this week. All right, we will be back in just a moment.
I'm a strong believer that there's something for everyone out there. But some people never stop searching. I've looked long and hard through these parts, and I thank my lucky stars I stumbled across a special place, a unique place, where you never know what you'll find. The Trading Post, only on Channel 6.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto-drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
You've trusted the doctors at Harvard Eye Associates with your eyes for the last 4 decades. Now it's time to trust us with your face. Our board-certified surgeons and aesthetic nurse offer the latest in facial aesthetic treatments, such as Botox, dermal fillers, laser skin rejuvenation, eyelid surgery, and face and neck lip surgery. Call us today to schedule your complimentary cosmetic consultation. 949-951-2020. Ask about our limited time savings on Botox and dermal fillers.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Welcome back. With me right now from Third Mutual Board is Bert Moldow. And Bert, lots of stuff to talk about today, right?
Yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we could talk about.
All right,
we could probably spend about an hour if we wanted to.
I'll let you, you got your order, and although I got your list here, I know you have it in a certain order, so I'm going to let you get started.
Well, I want to inform people that there was another board meeting held last Friday.
Right.
And the purpose of that board meeting was to pass resolutions that had to wait normally 60 days. Okay, the state law basically stipulates that you have to have a commentary period of at least 30 days. And when the month of February rolls around, we've only got 28 days. So we would have had to extend it into April.
Yeah.
Okay, and as a result, we did call for another board meeting. It was announced, it was an open meeting, and typically and unfortunately, no residents showed up.
Okay.
So I thought
we mentioned it.
So I thought I would sort of mention what we did, so that they were aware of this. Probably one of the major ones that we did, I think, was we passed a mandatory water heater replacement rule. Okay, very much, I guess, like the toilet. In this particular case, you know that the mutual will replace a hot water heater if it fails before 10 years. And if any damage has been done, it would be our responsibility. But once the 10-year mark is reached, we will no longer be responsible for the damage that is done by the hot water heater. Well, we took a look at this, and we found out that in 2016, we had 33 water intrusion events due to hot water heater failure. It caused $85,000 in damage, and this does not include the personal property damage that occurred. This was our expense. And so what we decided to do was to require all replacement of hot water heaters on units that are being sold, if they are older than 10 years old. So that's one of the rules. It's nothing that's going to happen immediately because we can't staff up for it. We have to go in then and inspect these units. So
I have a question.
I was going to say it becomes effective next January.
Being that you're condos and not co-ops,
yes,
aren't the condo owners always responsible for their hot water heater? When is it that Third will replace it? Is it just on the three-story buildings? What about the people who have duplexes, or some of them are even single family?
All condo owners. There's nobody that's excluded from it.
All right, very good.
So that's one of the important ones that we passed.
Very good.
We are in the process of doing a pilot program on 3 of the Garden Villa buildings on the first level. And the reason that we want to do that is, 1, actually improve the attractiveness. 2, for damage prevention. We are going to go into the walls and make sure that we don't have a dry rot problem.
Yeah.
Okay. And essentially going to provide for rules that relate to the use of the common area and exclusive common area on those decks.
Okay.
Okay. So we're in the process of doing that as a pilot program. And we passed a set of rules for the care and maintenance. And so those rules, by the way, will be up on the internet.
Okay.
And I didn't want to just go through the pages of what we have to do and what we require. We passed an interior pest control policy. You know, we had the problem with the bed bugs. And so we felt that there's some degree of responsibility on the part of the manor owner if they have bed bugs.
Right.
If we cause it, if it comes from us, we will deal with it. But other than that, it is the responsibility of the homeowner to take action, and it's very wise that they do so almost immediately.
Right.
Because if it spreads to a neighboring unit, okay, their expenses can really be steep.
Do you know what some of the actions that they can take as
well,
far as...
they should call a extermination company. And you know, if you need the name of an extermination company, I'm sure that Resident Services could probably provide the name.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Another thing is, Kurt Wyman. I don't know if you've ever interviewed Kurt.
I have, yes.
Okay, a director. He's new basically in the architectural area. And he took a look at our standards, which had not been updated for years. And he said, we really ought to revisit.
Yeah.
So we've been in the process every month of taking maybe 5 or 6 of these standards and updating them, okay? And so what we did is we basically changed the standards or modified slightly on exterior doors on a house, floor coverings, wrought iron fences, gates, and patio slabs.
Okay.
And again, for the details, go to the internet, you'll find the details there.
Yeah, and I just want to mention that along that, he was on the other day with Janie Durrell from United. You know, they're doing the same thing. However, we brought up the website, and he showed us all the PDF forms that people can collect. Both United and Third are there. You have to go kind of wade through them a little bit and make sure that, of course, you're picking the right one for the right mutual. But they are there, and you can see right now that Paul's bringing this up in the back, and they're all there, you know. And I can recall that at the meeting on Tuesday, your last meeting, I think you said there's some 50 some odd that you're going through, and you're taking them.
We'll have them done by
week
the end
by
of the
week.
year.
Yeah, by the end of the year. But as you can see on screen here, all the different things are there, the different standards, and you know, you find out what building you're in and that sort of thing.
Yep.
And they got everything, gutter downspouts.
I mean, you know, it's amazing. People at elderly, I guess, some complain about the transition from PCM. But I find that this new staff has been so cooperative, outstanding with regard to the work that they're doing. And for once, we've got a staff that's proactive. We don't have to sit around and wait for them to do something. And here's an example where Kurt comes in and says, hey, your standards are out of whack.
Right. All right, very good.
The other thing I'd like people to be aware of is the homeless problem.
Right.
We do have a homeless problem, in particular over on Ridge Route.
Yes.
You can go to that area on Ridge Route over near the 5, where Ridge Route curves away from the wall that we have in Third Mutual, actually. That's our wall. But that wall is only 3 feet high, and it has a little barbed wire on top, and it just, with the woods back there, they're concealed. You can't see anything. Yeah. And they can come over the fence very easily. And so we decided that we've got to do something about that. And we do have a Shepherd's Hook program, by the way. We have a 10-year program. But what we're going to do is we're going to expedite that program and change the priority. That was not the area we were going to work on. And we're going to raise that fence and put in Shepherd's Hooks. Okay. So we'll try to minimize the ability of people to come over the wall.
And that should be far more effective.
Yeah.
All right.
You ever see those hooks?
Yes. Yeah.
They're pretty.
Yeah, they have.
So, you know, we're talking to the city because I guess the county itself is concerned about the overall homeless problem. I mean, let's face it. If you were homeless and you live somewhere else, like Whoop, pardon me.
That's all right. No, I mean, that's very true. If, you want to be in Southern California, you want to be where we have fairly moderate weather throughout the year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to wind up with the homeless.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to do something about it.
Right.
But we do not want them living outdoors, outside of our fence.
Right.
Coming into the community, and we have had theft.
Yeah.
So it's another security issue.
Okay, definitely.
By the way, that was unbudgeted. We had a small piece. We had like 170 feet per year budgeted, and we have to do, I think, 1,700 feet of hook.
And that will be done this year?
That will be done almost immediately, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
very good.
Right on the top of the priority list.
All right.
Okay. We also discussed fire prevention. We just took a look at the fires up north, saw the damage that had been done, and recognized that we're on the edge of a wilderness.
Yeah.
And, we call ourselves Laguna Woods. Well, there are trees that we have in our community that can burst into flames when exposed to sparks. Certainly the pine trees have a lot of oil in them.
Yeah.
The eucalyptus trees.
Definitely.
Oh boy, they are dangerous.
Yeah.
So I think what's going to happen over the next year or two is it's going to be a tree culling. We may be Laguna Woods, but we're going to take down.
Yeah.
We estimate, actually, I think that's going to be about 1,000 trees ultimately.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of trees.
Yeah.
The priority will be along the wall, facing the area that presents the danger.
Okay.
So that's another thing that we are discussing.
Okay.
And again, that's something we'll probably be budgeting for starting next year. I don't know if people had heard Brad talk at the board meeting, the last board meeting, but he talked about an Uber service.
Yes.
And apparently we are going to have the software, and we will be in a position to be able to offer an Uber-type service where you can pick up your iPhone.
Right. Right. And it's not Uber, it's an Uber-type service.
It's an Uber-type service, within 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And I looked at that and I said, oh, wonderful. I can get rid of a car.
Yeah, but you love your car.
I don't love it that much.
Okay.
I mean, how much does it cost me to maintain?
I know he loves his car, so.
Yeah, how much does it cost me to maintain a car?
Yeah.
A car, with the insurance, with the depreciation.
Right.
Okay, with fuel, you're looking at, what, $3,000 to $5,000 expense.
Yeah.
Well, you can get a lot of Uber calls for $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah.
Right? And the one thing that from this mutual standpoint I think that really is great is that if I get rid of cars and other people get rid of cars, maybe the parking problem will go away.
That's true.
That's
a good benefit, isn't it?
Because they really, it is a killer.
Yeah.
We do not have, we can't generate space.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
That's true.
We can restrict the number of cars that people have, but that's a hardship on people. That's really not a good long-term solution.
Yeah.
So I'm hopeful that this takes effect a lot sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great news.
And I will get rid of a car.
All right.
I promise.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
And the last thing I just wanted to mention is that this is Women's Month. And
yes, it is.
And I would like to point out that we have women on our board. As a matter of fact, I think women make more of a contribution to this community than the men do. I don't know why. Maybe the men are out there more on the golf course.
Maybe.
But they deserve all the recognition.
Yeah, they do, certainly.
They are the leaders of our, well, let's see, we have women leading Third Mutual.
Yeah.
As president. We have a woman leading United. But I guess GRF hasn't woken up and realized it.
Yeah, maybe they will.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what I have to say.
All right. Good to see you, sir.
Okay.
All right. You take care. And thank you for the update. Exciting things happening. Definitely.
And we got a lot more coming.
Yeah, you do, for sure. All right. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Take care. We'll be right back.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, verified best speech clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
Well, I think it's something patients want to hear about. Sometimes we feel that getting a disease like cancer or any chronic disease is somewhat out of our control. But there are factors that we can actually do every day that can help to keep ourselves on the healthier side of things. And certainly diet plays a huge role. We know that as an industrial nation, and most nations as they become industrialized, the incidence of cancer goes up dramatically. And part of that is because the dietary habits change as we become more industrialized. Convenience foods are foods of convenience, but not foods of health. And so what I like to do is really bring it back to the basics and what is in the food that we're eating that can affect our health, and what can we do to reverse those changes. There have been lots of studies to show that clean eating for a period of 3 to 6 months can actually reverse disease processes. And studies that show that certain eating patterns can lead to a lower risk of developing cancer. So all of these things taken together, I think, bring that level of education to the patient so that they can make good choices and hopefully not end up in my office as a cancer patient.
Breast density may be the hottest topic in breast care today. The history of breast care is amazing, because up until 30 or 40 years ago, we only caught big cancers. We caught them when they were great big lumps. And then mammogram came on the scene. And over a period of years, we've been able to prove that women who have regular screening mammogram every year starting at 40 were able to reduce breast cancer mortality by 30%. This is one of the major benefits that we've made in the past several decades. The unfortunate side of the story is mammograms miss cancers. And these missed cancers can go on for a period of time, and by the time we make the diagnosis with an ultrasound or a larger lump, they oftentimes need chemotherapy and their chances for survival go down. We've now identified that the big problem with mammography is some of the breasts are dense and it's hard to see a cancer. A cancer basically shows up as a white spot. And a breast that's fatty, the background is black, so the white spot lights up like a light bulb. But in a white breast, a dense breast, it's like finding a snowman in a snowstorm. It just blends in. You can't see it. So guess what? All you need to see that lump is an ultrasound. And we now have screening ultrasound technologies that we use for women who have dense breasts on the mammogram, and we are picking up major, small, aggressive cancers at a very early screening, at an early stage, where the mammogram, even the three-dimensional mammogram, the 3D mammogram has missed them. So this technology is life-saving. And it's so life-saving, it's such a big deal, that California has passed a law saying that doctors, by law, must inform patients that if your breasts are dense, the mammogram does not work as well. And there are 2 screening options that will pick up cancers missed on the screening mammogram. One is the MRI. Now, the MRI is just great if you have a real strong family history, first-degree relatives, multiple relatives, ovarian cancer in the family, they'll pay for the MRI. So that's one major step for those women who are at very high risk. But most women don't have that kind of a strong family history, and most of the time the insurance doesn't pay. And so now we have the screening ultrasound, and at RadNet, our BreastLink, we've reduced it to the lowest possible price. So for $199, you can get screened. Now, at first, we didn't know what's going to happen with that test. We purchased it a year ago. We have doubled the pickup of small cancers, and 2 of the 3 cancers that we've picked up in the last few months have been very aggressive killer-type cancers that were completely missed on the mammogram. This small investment in your health pays off in spades, because there's 2 things that happen when you get the ultrasound. One, you save your life because you find an early cancer. 2, you sit back and relax and say, I know everything's okay. It's another layer of protection, and it makes you confident that you're doing everything right. Make sure that if you are to get breast cancer, you're going to catch it early.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
Well, with me right now is Dr. Christine Chung and Dr. Chuck Lee of 7-Day Dental. Got a lot to talk about. One of the main things is coming up in April is Cancer Prevention Month. I want to welcome both of you.
Thank
Great
you.
to have you here.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning
to you. I'll reach across there. I think a lot of people don't realize when they maybe think of cancer, of oral cancer. So let's talk about the screening process for that, but let's also talk about the prevention of it, and also how does one get oral cancer? I know sometimes you hear about people maybe who have smoked cigars or something like that, but just in general, what can be some of the causes for that?
Well, alcohol consumption, tobacco, even there's herpetic, HPV.
Okay.
And that's, you know, from oral sex.
Human
yes.
papilloma
HPV.
virus,
Yes.
something like that.
Yes.
I know I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Yes.
So this is all what makes it very, very important, not only to keep healthy mouth in general, but how important it is to get yourself checked up for something far beyond just cleaning your teeth, right?
Yeah, so we do regular routine checkup for patients, and we do visual oral cancer screening. However, we recommend and encourage patients to come in for the actual oral cancer screening.
Okay.
We have tools and we have materials to screen for that. It's simple, it's easy and fast, and it's very affordable, and most importantly, when there's early detection, there's always a life-saving to it.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
A lot of times when we do this test, we're able to pick up lesions that you can't see with your naked eyes.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you can see it, it's a little late.
Right.
So it's always wise for patients at home to check, and also to come in and especially high-risk patients, they should definitely check to see if there's, we can screen it. We have Velscope, we use Visalite, and we're able to detect through looking through it, and we're able to see lesions that we normally would not be able to see.
right.
So in a sense, you are the first line of defense, and if you find something, of course, then you turn around and work with their primary care doctor and move along to that. But you are the type of folks that are going to see that first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because any kind of lesions, normally it would take 5 to 7 days, or the most 2 weeks to go away. But if it persistently appear, then that's abnormal.
Right.
And when we see that, of course, we have to refer out for further evaluation or biopsy. So we're like the first doctor to be detecting those abnormal lesions in the mouth.
Yeah, yeah. So as far as just, keeping yourself, your gums, your teeth healthy, I know you've talked about, obviously, we've heard this for years and years and years, the importance of flossing. For some people, it can be a little difficult for a variety of reasons. Just for the average person, sometimes it can be difficult, but for somebody maybe they have arthritis in their hands and things like that, I know there's special flossing tools that...
Yeah, so You know, nowadays, I started out with 2-year-old baby, and I told mom, you know what, once you have teeth, encourage them, start them early, give them a habit of flossing. So from baby to elderly, even old patients, everybody should floss at least once or twice a day. And the more you floss, you will be amazed finding out how much plaque and bacteria build up, because it only takes 24 to 48 hours for the bacteria or plaque to build up, and it gets calcified. Once it gets calcified or hardened up, there's just no way you can floss those out. So, and
Very
you want to
important.
add about flossing when you see bleeding?
A lot of patients, when they floss and they see bleeding, they think that, oh, this is, when you get bleeding, they think, oh, I'm irritating my gum. I'm traumatizing my gum. So a lot of times they won't floss anymore. And so flossing, when there is bleeding upon flossing or even brushing, that's an early sign that, hey, something's wrong. And that's the perfect time to go see the dentist to see, hey, what can we do to prevent this? Because I have a lot of patients that said, my gums bleed ever since I was born. And they can't remember that far, but they always remember when they brush or when they floss, they rinse out, they see a little bit trickle of blood. And any blood is not healthy. I mean, if we were to take a shower and all of a sudden we see some bleeding from our body, we're going to be very concerned. But yet in our mouth, we're not concerned. And it's so easy because if the patient were to come in with just a little bleeding, I bet we could remove that. So just by a gentle cleaning. But yet we wait and they don't floss further because they don't want to irritate the gum more, and then the problem gets worse.
Hey, let me ask you, you know, along the lines of that, you're out and about somewhere and you've eaten a meal, and what about, does it really help to chew gum, obviously sugar-free gum? You know, for years we heard that brand and saying that, you know, it helps. Is that true?
Yes, it does. It helps clean your teeth too. You know, and so it's a good idea to chew gum, especially xylitol gums. It helps some patients as we get older. We take a lot of medicine, and that tends to dry up your mouth. So chewing gum does promote more salivary secretion.
One more question along those lines. What about mouthwash?
Definitely.
Any kind of brand, or should you go for the, you know, the Listerine type brand?
It's generic.
It's generic.
It's just the alcohol will freshen up your mouth. You feel fresh, but sometimes it can lead to staining, and that can be easily taken off when you go to the dentist for cleaning.
So that's I always wondered about that.
So my routine that I recommend for patients, first you should floss, because when you floss, you're able to go under the gum and loosen up the plaque or the food around it, and then brush. And after you brush, then you use a rinse. And that's a good sequence. And a lot of patients do the reverse.
That's a good idea.
And they do reverse. They brush and then they floss, because when you brush away all the food or plaque around the front or back area, but then when you floss, you loosen up more of the food or plaque in between your teeth. So you got to brush again. Because it still sticks around. And then after that, it's good time to rinse. So when patients come in, if we see that they have dry mouth or any sign of dry mouth, we will recommend maybe fluoride rinse that they can do once a day on top of what.
And you would do that after the last step.
That'll be the last step.
What about the type of toothbrush to use? There's dozens of brands,
many brands out there.
And you got soft, you got hard. You've got, when it comes to the electric ones, you've got the ones that are the spin brushes, the little round ones. What are a couple between the manual, or I should say just hand one, you know, what would you recommend with that? And then when it comes to the electric ones, what kind of shape do you want to?
I've always recommended the patients a soft one, because rather it's a technique than the tools. Because some patients think that if they brush vigorously, then they will remove all the plaque, but it's not necessarily true. It's the technique, it's the circular motion, and it's how you can reach all the way in the back. Because most of the plaque buildup where people miss would be in the molar areas because they can't reach that far.
Yeah.
And I like electrical toothbrush with the circular or round, small tip, because then you can reach all the way in the back and you brush single tooth. But again, that's not replacing of a flossing. I would do both.
Okay, and
with
I
the
know
toothbrush and the flossing.
You know, nowadays there's even a couple companies kind of have an online service where you sign up with them, and like every 2 months or whatever it is, they automatically send you new tips for that. And I forget the name of it. It's kind of like that one company that does the shavers, you know, it's kind of like that along those lines. You don't have to think about it. It's like every whatever it is, they send it to you. And because you've said, both of you, how important it is. You know, people tend to use toothbrushes for like a year. You know, they don't want to part with them.
I would change out every 2 months, or it depends on.
I think when the bristles of the toothbrush flare out too much, you're not going to be effective anymore. So I recommend, because it's so inexpensive, that we should change out. I would recommend changing out every month. And always use a soft one, and make sure that patients, when they brush, we should close our mouth to reach the back teeth. It's hard. I see as patients always miss the back teeth.
Yeah, I see. No, I see what you're saying.
Especially if they have wisdom teeth, they always miss it because they always open their mouth to brush. They don't close, because in order to reach that, you have to close your mouth to brush.
Right.
So, but another thing is, as we get older, our manual dexterity is not as good. So it's always better to use a rotary. And rotary, the difference between rotary and manual is manual toothbrush, a lot of patients brush many teeth at once. And a rotary, you have to brush single tooth. So it's going to be more effective.
Okay. And again, you know, the importance of just your general cleanings and checkups, and even beyond the oral cancer, but just coming in and making sure everything's good, because it's you folks are you're gonna find out a lot quicker than the patient will.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure you will miss a spot or two, and we as dentists, hygienists here for you to take care of that every 3 months, 4 months, or 6 months, give you a healthy, fresh mouth. And you know, healthy mouth will give you healthy body, because
that's
oral
very true.
health is linked with your systematic health. And you know, all these other diseases like diabetes.
That's true.
Heart disease.
Heart disease, that's a big one.
The bacteria that's in our gum is circulating throughout our whole body, so it affects all other parts of the body.
And I understand you folks have a special for Laguna Woods residents at your Laguna Woods location, which is right over there by Aldi and all those new stores.
We accept all kinds of insurance, and if you don't have insurance, for the first time you come in, we have a very special rate that includes x-ray exam and a cleaning if there's nothing more than a cleaning. If you don't have underlying gum disease. Free consultation. If you need to see a specialist for your root canal treatment or your implant, call us. We will have you come in for a free consultation.
All right, very good. We you know, all know the importance of that, and get in there and they can help you out. Specials for the Laguna Woods residents, and you know, we've known these folks for quite a long time now, and they do good work.
And we've been serving the community for the last almost 20 years. We've seen patients coming and say, hey, Dr. Chung, I see you on TV, and I'm just so glad and so proud to be a part of it, a part of the community, giving back the service.
We're glad that you're coming on. Good to see you folks, and we'll see you again soon. Remember, they're located right over there at the Willow Tree Center, which the best way I can say that, if you don't know where that is where the new Aldi store is. They're a few doors down, and you'll find them, and they've been there a long time. Good to see you both.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
We'll see
be
you
right
next
back.
time.
Tired of earning only 1%, 2%, or 3% on your investments? Are you ready for consistent and profitable cash flow? With over 30 years' experience, American Mortgage Fund offers high returns paid monthly. Traditional investments can be ambiguous and volatile. With American Mortgage Fund, your investments are backed by residential and commercial real estate. Take control and diversify your portfolio. Call today for your free investment book.
Hello, Laguna Woods. I have a message for you from across the pond. Here it is. In light of your failure in recent years to nominate competent candidates for the President of the United States, and thus to govern yourselves properly, we hereby give you notice of the revocation of your independence, effective immediately. Her Sovereign Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, will, as of this date, resume monarchical duties over all states, commonwealths, and territories. Well, except Kansas. She doesn't fancy Kansas. Anyway, your new Prime Minister, Theresa May, will appoint a governor for America without the need for further elections. And a questionnaire may be circulated next year to determine it, if any of you have noticed. To aid in the transition to the British Crown dependency, the following rules are introduced with immediate effect. Now, first, July the 4th will no longer be celebrated as a holiday. Number two, you will learn to resolve personal issues without using guns, lawyers, or therapists. And the fact that you need so many lawyers and therapists shows that you're not adult enough to be independent. Guns should only be handled by adults if you are not adult enough to sort these things out without suing someone or speaking to a therapist. Then you are not grown up enough to handle a gun. Therefore, we will no longer be allowed to carry or own anything more dangerous than a vegetable peeler. Incidentally, a permit will be required if you wish to carry a vegetable peeler in public. Number four, you will learn to make real chips. Those things called French fries are not real chips. Number five, Hollywood will be required occasionally to cast British actors as good guys, and will also be required to cast English actors to play English characters. You know, watching Andy McDowell attempt an English dialogue in 4 weddings and a funeral was an experience akin to having your ears removed with a cheese grater. Anyways, number 6, you will cease and desist playing American football. There is only one kind of proper football. You call it soccer. Football is a game where the ball is played with the foot. Those of you brave enough will in time learn to play rugby, which has some similarities to American football, but does not include stopping for a rest every 20 seconds or wearing full Kevlar body armor like a bunch of Nancies. And frankly, we suggest you don't try rugby against the South Africans and the Kiwis, because they will thrash you like they regularly thrash us. Further, you will stop playing baseball. It's not reasonable to host an event called the World Series for a game that is not played outside of America. You will learn cricket, and we will let you face the South Africans first to take the sting out of their deliveries. Number 8, daily tea time begins promptly at 4 p.m. with proper cups and saucers, never mugs, and it's accompanied by high-quality biscuits, or you may know them as cookies, and cakes, plus strawberries and cream when in season. There will be more to follow in due course. In the meantime, God save the Queen.
County Adult Day Services, an adult day center unlike any other. We've moved into a brand new building in Laguna Woods with over 11,000 square feet of open space for you and your loved ones to socialize with friends, engage in physical activities, get the expert care you need, and participate in fun hobbies. South County Adult Day Services. Come visit us at our new location between El Toro and Moulton Parkway, next to Laguna Woods City Hall.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Well, I'm surrounded by these beautiful flowers and these beautiful ladies of the Garden Clubs of Laguna Woods. And we're happy to announce that their garden fair is coming up in April. They got a meeting coming up in a couple days as well that we'll tell you all about. I'd like to welcome Nancy Field and Barbara Van Alstine. Great to have you both on.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
And before we get to the garden fair, because that's next month, let's talk about your meeting coming up in a couple days, because this one I really like, and it really works well for this community, and that is container gardening, right?
That's correct. We have Kathy from Green Thumb Nursery.
That's a great nursery.
Yes, and she's a great speaker, and she's going to be doing colorful container gardening, and she will be at our club meeting. This is our general meeting for the month at 2 o'clock, Clubhouse 1. And if you're a guest, you're more than welcome. $5 admission for the guests. And members, of course, just walk in.
And what's so nice about that, again, for this community, it's fantastic. But, you know, people forget that you still got that Green Thumb Nursery up there. So many of the other nurseries are gone because people go to the big box stores, and that's fine too, but when you go to a place like that and have someone come into the community, you really get knowledgeable people, and they know the area, and that's what's so nice. You know, they have locally grown plants and things, but more important, they're going to know, yes, this is right for where you live.
They have master gardeners right there, and you can ask any question. And
yeah, it's a great nursery. It's fun just to walk around and see all the garden stuff.
They have such a better variety than the box stores.
Yeah. Right. All right, now look at all the stuff we have out here, and this pertains, of course, to the garden fair that's coming up next month. And I love all the different varieties and the things that you're going to have there. It's not just, you know, big plants or anything like that. You got birdhouses. You're going to have crafts pertaining to flowers and gardens. And this right here, I don't know if people can see, but there's little, I assume those are robin's eggs in there?
I assume.
Looks like
yeah, I don't know, but
could be plastic.
Yeah, they might be.
Sure.
Yeah, they probably are. But even something like this that people can do very easily at home.
Oh, absolutely. And anything garden related is open to the entire community to bring examples of what they grow, what they display, and anything related to gardening.
Yeah, and Barbara, you have something at the end there.
Well,
that,
I do.
Yeah.
I trimmed these off my tree that my mother planted in probably 1964. And I quit counting at 400 lemons.
Wow.
So I probably have 600 lemons, and this is kind of the last of the season, but I always bring big bags to the garden club.
That's amazing.
Meetings.
How big is this tree?
It's
wow.
One tree, and people always say, did those come from one tree? And I said, yeah, one tree. And it's just amazing. It's so prolific. And I basically don't do anything but just fertilize now and then.
Yeah.
When they're supposed to.
Wow, that's nice to have. And I mentioned the birdhouses. Are these birdhouses that were made here in the community?
No, these are part of my collection.
Oh, okay.
I have about 10 or 12 of them in my garden room.
Yeah.
And you know,
really cute.
They're really cute. So I'll be bringing some of those to the garden fair.
And I know people, if you want, especially for the grandkids, you can go and quite often, you know, like a Green Thumb or Home Depot or whatever like that, they have kits that are easily made and the kids can paint them and have fun. And
yep.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Now, I love the plant down at the end. You said it's an orange star?
Right. I did not grow it. But it was colorful and pretty. So.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah. And I'll plant it when it stops being pretty. Then it'll come back next year.
All right, and around over on my side here, now this is something, Nancy, you brought before, how easy it is to display a plant and really just a cutting, right?
Exactly. And that's the last orchid of the year for me. My orchids rebloom, and I just clipped one, and that's my gift to you today.
Oh, why thank you, because it happens to be my anniversary with my wife today.
Wow.
So
Oh,
I'll
good.
take that home.
Happy.
No, I already bought her flowers. So that would
cheapskate.
Yeah, cheapskate. That's me. Yes, for sure. I'll take that. Hey, look what I got you. I got you this beautiful. But now here we have something. This platter here. Let me get this out of the way. And again, it pertains to obviously plants and gardening and things like that will be at the garden show as well.
Right, and people can bring anything from a small nosegay, like that small arrangement there, or large plants or fruits and vegetables, whatever they're growing, house plants, you know, things that they're very proud of that they want to put on display.
Yeah, it's, you know, in this community, the gardeners here are just amazing.
They're prolific.
Yeah, they really are. And it shows you all the different things that you can do just in your home. You don't need to go out and buy a bouquet of flowers and just stick it in a vase. You know, it can be something like this. So the varieties are, you know, really endless. Now, if people want to get involved with you folks, you usually have, am I right, a monthly meeting. Of course, the one in April is your show.
Right. And that's on April 25th, the fourth Wednesday, Clubhouse 1. And if they'd like to participate in the garden fair, what we ask them to do is do a drive-by between 9 and 11.
Okay.
We will remove their examples or their displays from the car and get their names and all that sort of thing, and we'll set them up so they can go park.
Yeah, okay.
And then at 12 o'clock we open until 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, and I have all information on the screen to call Pat Cameron if they have questions.
Right.
Now, is there a limit? What if they have 3 or 4 plants?
We'd love it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The more the merrier. We have aisles and aisles of cut flowers and plants and you know, birdhouses, things
fairy
that
gardens, somebody brings, they make their own fairy gardens, and they're just beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen those. We had someone come on a long time ago and bring us one, and I had it on our window box for years, and then it finally kind of overgrown, and now it's kind of outside, and my daughter has taken all the little pieces and kind of made her own little thing.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a fun hobby too. Right. And I imagine a Green Thumb, you can get started with that. They probably have all those little pieces. People don't know what we're talking about. It's any kind of a large pot. It could be terracotta or whatever it is. And there's all these little, I call them like little dollhouse type pieces. And you start out usually with little herbs and things like that, and it creates like a little miniature garden or little succulents or whatever you want. Right. But there again, if you don't have a lot of space, there's a lot that people can do very easily and inexpensively.
Most of us have a patio, and we put garden things on the patio.
Yeah, all right, very good. So again, their regular meeting will be in a couple days from now. Where's that held?
Clubhouse 1.
Okay, Clubhouse 1 as well. Okay.
Yes, starts at 2 o'clock.
Okay, and that one's going to be colorful container gardening. So I would certainly go over for that one. That'll be a lot of fun. Right. And then the fair is a month from now.
April 25th.
Yeah.
4th Wednesday.
Right, and we usually have like 400 or 500 people coming.
Oh, it's big.
It's just huge.
Yeah.
The community comes in, and a lot of people who don't even belong to the garden club will bring displays for us, so that we just encourage the community to also get involved in it.
Yeah.
Just our garden club.
And throughout the year, these folks have all kinds of different meetings where they bring guest speakers in. And,
right, we have a guest speaker every month.
Yeah. Do you ever take little field trips anywhere?
Yeah.
Big field trips.
Big field trips, okay.
We were just at Descanso Gardens last
week.
Where's that? La Cañada, Flint Ridge.
Oh, wow. That is a big field trip.
It's close to Pasadena in the foothills. Yeah.
I bet that was fun.
And before that, we were at Marston House down in San Diego. And full bus.
Wow. So you see all the fun that they have and, you know, all the beautiful arrangements that they do. And really, what a great club to join just to bring a little color into your own home. And you'll find out all different ways that you can do that. So very good. Ladies, always a pleasure. Stay here for a moment. I got to kind of give the wrap up here and tell everybody that we are going to be having another superhero movie coming your way. Today, it is DC Justice League, and all of them get together. Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Flash, new character, Aquaman. Not a new character if you follow the DC comics from way back when, but they're all in this movie in battling an evil force. So if you love all the superhero movies and you love especially Batman and Superman and the whole DC realm, this movie is for you. Bring that to you at 2 o'clock today and at 6 o'clock. Good movie. I like these movies. I like the Marvel movies and the DC movies. They're both good. And then coming up, as far as our weather goes, we're going to have absolutely beautiful garden weather, right? Because not too hot, but we're going to warm up a little bit this week. Cool mornings. And going to be absolutely beautiful out. We've got a high pressure system in. And I did mention that certain areas of Southern California could get a little breezy, and there's some wind watches out there. Not a red flag warning at all. For us, I think it'll just be kind of a mild breeze. But you can see going forward, we're going to be the mid to upper 70s. Real nice weather around Orange County today, same thing. Low 70s today. Beaches about the upper mid 60s. So gorgeous, gorgeous weather. And going to be really nice. What a great week for gardening, right?
Yeah,
sure is.
All right. We will see you tomorrow. You take care. And remember, the Garden Club Annual Fair will be April 25th at Clubhouse 1. See you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, these are really nice.